Ask yourself, are you really satisfied with your current life? Many of us live a life where we feel safe, stable, but lacking enthusiasm and passion. We usually accept a normal life out of fear of change, fear of failure, and fear of the unknown. But think about it. What makes you wake up every morning with excitement? What really makes you feel alive and meaningful? Those are your dreams, the great goals that you aspire to. If they know they can do better, why do most people not go after their dreams or do better than what they're doing? A lot of us don't take the next step because we're not sure what to do. I also say that we don't even think about what we could do because deep down, we don't think it's possible for us or that we deserve it. Here's what I think should be done. How much time do you spend on yourself? How long have you worked on your idea every day for the past 90 days? In the past year, how many books did you read? What new information or skill have you gained? What kind of bet did you make on yourself? And that's why I say you have to run to stand still when you think about where you want to go. Things are changing so quickly these days. I'm telling you that you need to consciously start working on yourself to grow. Here's something else. Fear keeps most people from following their dreams. To all the men and women, yesterday I was in Columbus, Ohio, giving a speech for a young woman from the Ohio department called Karen. She greeted me and planned the event. She's very talented and skilled. At that point, she said she wanted to start her own coaching business. I asked, why don't you do it? I told you that you have the skills. I told them you weren't here because they like you. You're here because you have to be. Things are happening because of you. She had lots of different thoughts, but in the end she said, I guess I can't see myself doing it. I think I'm scared. Many people don't do the things they want to because they are afraid, can't see clearly, or don't believe in themselves. In order to get to a big communications company in Denver, Colorado, I took a plane from Columbus, Ohio. The person who picked me up at the airport also told me that the company is going to lay off a lot of people. They also gave some workers the chance to leave early, and some of them will get up to $300,000. They told him, this is the last chance you have to take this offer. You might lose your job during the downsizing if you don't do it. The only thing you'll get is your layoff pay. And only half of the people who could have taken the $300,000 did. Some people were afraid to put themselves out there. The others couldn't see themselves outside of that group. They couldn't imagine what would happen after that business. The same reason why some people stay in relationships even though they're abusive, unhappy, or not rewarding. They don't see themselves outside of that bond. They have a hard time picturing their lives without that person. They believe this is all they can do. The same reason why some people get stuck in life. They don't see how things could get better. They believe this is the end and the only thing they deserve. They have only seen this since it was shown to them. They believe this is the end for them. No. Looking. What is Dr. Blanton, whose name is Smiley Blanton and who works with Dr. Norman Vincent Peale? What he said about being scared. He said that fear is the most sneaky and dangerous sickness people can have. Fear kills dreams, ladies and gentlemen. Hope dies when you're afraid. People went to the hospital out of fear. Fear can help you. Ladies and gentlemen, fear can stop you from doing something you know you can do. It will silence you, and it looks like you're under a spell. I have a question for you. What's the point? What's the point of being afraid and not doing something? Ask yourself, what's the point of giving up on yourself and not taking on life? What does it do for you? What's good about that? That was one of the things I had to think about. I didn't want to hurt myself. I wished everyone would like me. It was important to me to do something perfectly the first time. It's not going to happen. There will be times when you mess up. Some people are going to be upset with you. You are going to make some bad guys. How long am I going to let this hold me back is something you should ask yourself whenever you decide to start living your life. I agree with what Zig Ziglar says. Fear, he said, is fake proof that looks like the real thing. That's just a lie we make up in our minds. You can change your state of mind. So let's look at some things we can do to change how we feel about ourselves, to change how we think about ourselves, and to boost our self-esteem. Webster defines self-esteem as having faith in and pleasure in oneself. Take a look at your life now. Your life is going well because of what you've done so far. Because of the kind of person you've become, everything you've made came together. It's because of the choices you made. It comes from your mind. Now you need to ask yourself if you're happy with what you've made. Do you want this? Would you like things to be better? Do you think you deserve better than this? Or are you happy? That's it. There's nothing else you need to do, that you've given up on life and said, well, I'm happy. Do you really let yourself off the hook like that? Or do you think deep down that there is some other great work for you to do? You're here because life has something else in store for you. What should we do about this fear? How can we feel better about our own selves? You need to start making yourself stronger. How are we going to do that? I think you need to start paying attention to what you're saying to yourself and start talking to yourself. Start getting better. There are times when the only good things people will say about you are the things you say to yourself. That's why I say, learn how to boost yourself. Start getting better. Start giving yourself hope. Say to yourself, I can do this. I can make this happen. I told myself, yes, I can do this when I first thought about becoming a speaker. This is something I can make happen. It took me talking to myself to believe I could be a businessman after failing miserably and losing thousands of dollars, feeling stupid and dumb, and having people take advantage of me because they didn't know better. It was because other people were telling me I was stupid, and in the back of my mind I told myself, you're right. Take a look at what I did. I had to tell them, no less. Hey man, get your stuff together. You'll be fine. You are still not sure about it. It's okay. This is your time to train. This is the cost of school. You need to pay for things you don't understand. You are able to do this. It's been done before. Not even Einstein could do it. Find some people who can teach you new things. Find some people who have already done it and learn from them. Attend some classes and seminars. Learn how to run a business by reading some books. Change how you think about yourself and pay attention to the little things. Know that you are the only one who can handle your business better. I need to stop berating myself for my mistake and start thinking about how I could do better or how I could make the necessary changes to be able to do what I want to do successfully. Things start to get better. Also, I want you to stop being hard on yourself. You do it, I know it. It's done. It comes naturally to us to be hard on ourselves. Anyway, I believe we are born with a negative mind because we live in a negative world. That means you don't need to teach kids how to lie. They are going to lie anyway. Did your pants get wet? I didn't. No. What is that then? I'm not sure. You don't need to tell kids to act badly. They're going to do it on their own. Nothing needs to be said to make them do something bad. They'll do it on their own. You need to tell them how to behave. I'm saying that we have to go through the hard parts of life in order to learn how to start building ourselves up. To protect your mind from bad programming, do things like turn off the TV and not watch the news. Thoughts? I believe more people feel lost and anxious about life. It's not good for you to look at the news. You'll be really scared. You don't want to sleep. In other words, it lowers your power. That's something you should know. Do not read the papers. I'm just going to try this. Try different things on your own. And now if you need to know certain things for your job, let someone tell you about them, but start being picky about what you think about. As the song goes, don't let anyone bring you bad news. Hey, my team, don't tell me anything bad while I'm out on the road. I'll take care of it tomorrow. Anyone can tell me something bad before I go to sleep at night. There's nothing I can do about it. Why should you let me sleep with that in my mind? No. My staff also knows that. Wait until tomorrow. I also have a certain amount of time. Tell me bad news between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. after I've prayed, thought, and read my books. I'm stronger now and ready to handle it. I take care of it, leave, and move on to something else. You need to be careful about what you think. You see, if you don't program your mind, it will program itself because people are goal-oriented. That's why our hearts break so soon. That's why we're skipping over life too quickly. We're living our lives, folks. Also, I believe Henry David Thoreau said that most men live in quiet despair. A lot of us live our lives scared. My friend Larry Dangy, who I think is going to be one of the best motivational speakers of our time, told me a true story about a dog in his neighborhood that would chase him every day when he got home from school and stop barking when he got to a certain block in his neighborhood. He would run away from that dog every day. Finally, he got sick of that dog following him around all the time. He told the dog, come out here, I'm going to take a brick or something and hit him over the head. In other words, he was going home alone that day. Sure enough, that dog was still there in the same spot. Dog no longer barked. He stopped moving. When he saw a rock, he stopped, picked it up, and turned around. The dog then came up to him. It dawned on him that the dog didn't have any teeth. He put the brick down and told them to get out of the way. And ladies and gentlemen, many of us spend our whole lives running away from things that can't hurt us. Aren't you scared to do something? Then you say, wow, I should have done that sooner if I knew it was this easy. Have you never been through that? Put up your hand. Of course. So we made this up in our heads, making fake data look like real one. In our thoughts, we made it real. That's why Churchill said, the only thing to fear is fear itself. That's the monster that does damage. So turn off things that could make you more scared. They can only talk about how bad things are because they have bought into the world's mindset. So don't listen to them. To start retraining your mind and changing the way you think, start going to classes, seminars, and listening to tapes every day. Faith comes from hearing and hearing and hearing. You should listen to things that will give you strength and help you make a new world and life for yourself. Most people might think you're weird. A lot of people think you're weird. If you're happy today, people will ask, how are you? I said it was better than good. Wow, what's wrong with him? Just smile and watch how people look at you. This guy over here is weird, since most people don't smile. Watch how he looks at them in the morning. Let's go. It's another Monday morning. How are you? I still don't have my coffee. Do not ask me. You can see that these people don't have a plan for their lives. That's why they're mad. That's why they're unhappy, which is why they're so bad. They're in pain and want to hurt other people. So start getting used to using mind apps, workshops, seminars, and books. Write in a book. Write down what you think. Write down what's on your mind every morning when you wake up. Keep a book close by. I write down my thoughts in a Jack Boland book. It's next to my bed so I can write down my ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, every year we have 3 or 4 thoughts that could change our lives if we act on them. Do not say, I'll remember that. No, write down what you think. I had an idea today. I wrote down that one of my friends is in the hospital. His mood is bad. They're talking about cutting off his foot. He must feel awful. I told them, I'm going to see him, but I can't always be with him. I'm going to make him a tape that he can listen to that will boost his morale, I told him. We told him not to have surgery last night. You are feeling down. There is less life in you now. No. Tell him not now. Do not do it now. In fact, most doctors who are smart don't operate on patients who are scared and don't believe they will survive. They wait until they feel different. I asked, what about making tapes for people who have trouble moving around? I told them that was a good idea, though it's never simple. Pursuing your aspirations is the most worthwhile path you can follow, my friends. Living a life of safety and stability is not the path to true satisfaction. Instead, it requires passion, overcoming obstacles, and pursuing your dreams. Never allow fear to prevent you from going after your goals. Refrain from letting suspicion or criticism from others bring you down. Have confidence in your skills and abilities. You have the right to lead a fulfilling life, and it all starts with your courage to dream big and take the necessary steps to realize your aspirations. Am I really happy with this life? Ask yourself when you gaze in the mirror, what is it that you wish to alter? What is it that you truly desire? Take tiny practical measures toward your objective each day to start moving in the right direction. If you have courage and perseverance, nothing is insurmountable. Have the mindset that you can achieve anything you set your mind to every day. See every obstacle as a chance to improve and advance yourself. Your dreams are the best source of inspiration for living a full and satisfying life. Therefore, never give up on them. Take action today, follow your goals, and don't let anything hold you back. You'll be able to and will lead a passionate, resolute, and dream-filled life that will bring you happiness and prosperity. You can accomplish it and you deserve it. Have the mindset that you can achieve anything you set your mind to every day. See every obstacle as a chance to improve and advance yourself. Your dreams are the best source of inspiration for living a full and satisfying life. Therefore, never give up on them. Take action today, follow your goals, and don't let anything hold you back. You'll be able to and will lead a passionate, resolute, and dream-filled life that will bring you happiness and prosperity.